What up, what up? What's the B word, man? I'm Anthony Addison with another 7 of What's the B word. Like and subscribe to the page. Hit me up on Instagram, What's the B word 52, just like you see on YouTube. Hit me up on Facebook, What's the B word. And you can hit me up on Twitter, B word 52. And y'all already know what's going on. Baltimore Raven fan, Raven Nation stand up. Flock, let's get it. But if you're not a Raven fan and you're new to this YouTube channel, don't mean you can't hit the subscribe button or the like button. You might be a fan of the Falcons, Raiders, or whoever. We talk football period up in here, baby. But tonight, we talking about the Ravens, man. Talking about the Baltimore Ravens. This is my thoughts on the game from Sunday against the Seattle Seahawks. By the way, I'm sure y'all already know, of course, the Baltimore Ravens won 30-16, 5-2. Going into the bye. That's big. That's huge, man. That's huge. A lot of people counted us out of having a record like this going into the bye. And we get an extra week to prepare for the Patriots. And, get to watch how they play the Browns and stuff like that and study. And then we get healthier. We'll have a couple of guys back for that game coming back with the Patriots. So 5-2 into the bye week, man. In our division, that's a weak division. That's huge. We're a step closer for solidifying ourselves as a playoff team. And we just need to keep up the good work. But anyway, that's a whole other story. We're here to talk about that game. I'm going to start off with the offense. The offense had an okay game, but we could have played a lot better on offense. The pass blocking was better this game, but we had a few troubles at the beginning of the game. I mean, stuff happens, but we fixed it. Second half adjustments, we finally seen second half adjustments, and we kind of fixed it. But everybody's looking at the main stat, and a few of my other guys, Nubo and Engraven and all of them was talking about this. Everybody's talking about how Lamar only had nine completions, and everybody that just stat watch be like, see, he's not a good quarterback. I seen Stephen A talking about it today. I mean, just straight foolery. Because if you watch that game, our receivers did not help Lamar Jackson out this game. Mark Andrews was dropping a lot of footballs, and a couple of other guys dropped some balls. If you didn't watch the video where me and Nubo was on, I was explaining to you guys from my personal playing perspective from playing a game of football. A lot of times when it's raining and it's wet and you have those gloves on, the gloves have a little sticky material on it. When it's raining and wet, that sticky material don't stick no more. It's slick. So somebody on the sideline should have told Mark Andrews to, take those gloves off, man. You'll catch the ball better without the gloves in this condition. I mean, that's something we have to do, because I'm not worried about Mark Andrews. He's sure ended. I'm sure the Patriots game, he's not going to be dropping balls like that. Nubo also pointed out that he's been dealing with this injury for some time, the foot injury. And I agree with that too. But, foot ain't got nothing to do with your hands, man. I think really it was the gloves. When it's raining, you got to take those gloves off, man. That's just it is what it is. As far as the running game, Mark Ingram didn't have a big game, but he did what we needed him to do. He got a couple of first downs and stuff like that. I think he averaged about 3 point something yards per carry. I can't really remember it off the top of my head. Gus Edwards averaged about 4 yards per carry. To me, I think, man, the way Gus was running the ball, we should have kept. Gus should have, he should have kept the load going. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying like for the season wise, but he was running a little bit better against the Seahawks. Just saying. Sometimes you got to give it to the hot hand. I'm just saying. That's just being real. But running game wise, man, got to add Lamar into it, man. Lamar played phenomenal. I mean, he put the offense on his back, man. He put the offense on his back. Everybody's talking about, everybody was talking about why did we draft Lamar Jackson and he's not that good and blah, blah, blah. But look what happened. Our receivers was dropping passes that he was putting right there. A few of them was too low. I'm going to admit, a few of those passes was too low and stuff like that. But if you got a Tom Brady and the receivers are just dropping the ball and all that, that's just something you're going to have to deal with. But when I'm not just trying to compare Lamar to Tom Brady, but I'm just saying a traditional pocket quarterback that's throwing the ball and the receiver just dropping the ball, and it's nothing you can really do about it. But when you have Lamar Jackson as your quarterback, what he does about it is take matters into his own hand, and he started running that football. And that's what he did. Whatever it takes That's our formula, man. Use Lamar legs to create plays. You know, I'm not a huge fan of the design runs. Me personally, I like when the play break down and he take off running because I mean it's more wide open and he able to really do his mojo then. Cause man, Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright, they some good linebackers and Lamar was killing them in the rain. In the rain. Remember that, y'all. Y'all got to remember that part. In the rain. And there was a lot of times where Lamar could have got real loose and he was slipping. So imagine if it was dry field out there and Lamar was out there with dry field. I mean, Lamar probably would have had, like I said on the video with news the other day, yesterday, Lamar probably would have had 150. I'm just being real. He would have probably had 150. But anyway, man, overall, shout out to Lamar, man, because we wouldn't have won that game without Lamar. Another thing I want to say is I love seeing to see our quarterback fired up the way he was fired up, man. Like I listen to that, you know, to the sound effects as far as like, you know, they call it NFL sound effect when they mic'd up. And Lamar went to the sideline, man, he was hot. And he was like, yeah, coach, let's go for it. You know what I'm saying? And coach was like, you want to go for it? He was like, yeah, let's go for it. And I don't know who Lamar was talking to, and he said, do you want to go for it? And then he said, let's go. Man, that's the type, man, I hate having to bring up Joe Flacco, man, because it's over with between us and Flacco. But Flacco wouldn't have came with that type of fire. That type of fire motivates the team. It gets the team fired up. That was a game changer. We went for it. Lamar was fired up. He got the team fired up. We went for it, and we got the touchdown instead of the first down. I mean, that's the quality of when you get a guy like Lamar Jackson, man. He fires that team up, and he gets that team behind him. That's the type of guy we need leading this team. A guy that can really, you know, Ray Lewis is gone. It's about time we need a new guy to get the team fired up and ready to ride with them. Just being real. It don't have to always be in some great speech or nothing like that. It just can be with your actions and you just being fired up due to the situation that get to the rest of your teammates motivated and ready. Like as a player, if you have played the game before, just think you see your quarterback coming to that sideline that fired up and ready to go. Man, you probably see your quarterback that fired up and ready to go for it on a fourth down. You probably would have been able to block 2-3 dudes on that play. I'm just saying. Because how could you not get fired up for a guy like that? So that was awesome. I love seeing it. Another play when I seen Lamar get fired up was when we had got a first down, when he ran for a first down and he got up and he was slapping his helmet and he was just, man, I loved it. For our quarterback, I mean, look at Brady. They call the man Psycho Tom. He come with that competitive nature and he be so fired up. You know, that's what we need in Baltimore. And that's what we got right now, man. And I'm loving it. So, ain't too much to say about the offense besides what I did say. We just need to tighten up on them drops. I think we'll be better after the bye week when we play in New England. Mark Andrews going for sure catch the ball, and we get Hollywood back and stuff like that. We're gonna keep the ball. The ball's not gonna be touching the ground after the bye week. So we'll be cool with it. Everybody calm down. We're gonna fix that matter. To the defense. It's about, like Nubo said, it's about time. People can say, oh, the defense carried the off. It's about time. It's about time. Pass rush still could get better. That's facts. Pass rush could still get better. But, I mean, we wasn't blowing coverages. We was, you know, if we did get beat, we just got flat out beat. We wasn't giving up huge touchdowns. It just you know, we're improving week by week. And I can't remember who said that. I believe it was Engraven that said that. But I can't remember if it was Engraven or Nubo or one of them that said, ever since Chuck Clark been there, since Tony Jefferson got hurt and Chuck Clark been out there, the coverage has been better too. Because, you know, coverage is not Tony J repertoire. And we love Tony. I love Tony. I love Tony, but that wasn't his repertoire, and he was a liability on our defense as far as coverage. But it was about 2 or 3 big plays where Chuck Clark had good coverage and defended the receiver well and got us off the field, man. Versus if that was Tony, he probably would have got beaten. So we got to put that in consideration. So shout out to Chuck Clark for them few plays. Shout out to Chuck Clark also because he had the green dot again. And he's doing a good job with the green dot. He's doing a good job with the mic. Like I read, like all of us read, he's one of the smartest players on the team. That's why I said back when it was time for Joker to start getting play time, I'd rather Chuck Clark to be out there instead of Joker, on the simple fact that I like smart players. I'm not saying that the Joker ain't smart, but I just like guys who are very, very smart, football smart, and just, because when you got a guy that's just like very, very smart, then you pretty much got a playing coach out there. And it gives you the advantage on the field every time. Chuck Clark got it here. All he got to get is them repetitions going in gameplay. And he going to get better and better over time, man. So I think we probably found something with this combination with E.T. and Chuck Clark, man. We might have found something with this. Because E.T. played him a decent game, too. Played him a decent game. Wink was trying to give him that sack, though. He tried to give him that sack, though. But that's okay, man. We came out with the W. Next person I want to shout out is Marcus Peters, man. First game as a Baltimore Raven. And he get a pick 6. My man Demetrius in the Raven group, he called it. My man Demetrius, shout out to Demetrius, he called it in the Ravens group. He said Marcus Peters going to get a pick 6 Sunday. And lo and behold, the boy baited Russell Wilson in good. The receiver ran the route. I can't even remember exactly what route it was. Peters was in the zone. Peters stepped back, baited him. And Russell even pumped at the receiver and gave him even more time to be able to jump it. So when Russell got ready to jump it, man, Peters was full speed that way. Bow! And that's why we traded him. Tim Williams said burnt toast. Tim Williams said we traded Kenny Young for burnt toast. Burnt toast, well, that toast tastes good. Tastes like some grilled cheese from Sonics right now, baby. So, shout out to you, Tim. So, Raven Nation, do me a favor. Go troll Tim Williams and tell him how we feel about that burnt toast, by the way. But anyway, shout out to Marcus Peters, man. Didn't see him get beat too many times. Secondary played pretty decent overall, period. Except like the few plays where Brandon Carr getting beat. And then a few plays that Marlon got beat. Brandon Carr got beat on, I think that was a curl, and he got beat and then missed the tackle. So we got to fix that. That could have been very, very bad. And I can't remember the other plays that Marlon got beat on. But I know for a fact one of the plays was we was doing a zero blitz. He had man on man with the Lockett. Russell threw it up very, very high. It went straight over his head. As a defender, that's a hard play to defend, man. So we're gonna give Marlon a pass on it. The next guy I want to shout out on the defense is L.J. Fort. L.J. Fort, man. Another guy that we got off the street and is playing, I'm talking about playing ball, man. Playing ball. Got him off the street and he is playing good ball for us. He was playing good sideline to sideline. He was reading and reacting. He was reading his keys and hitting where he needed to hit. And he was doing his thing. But the play that stood out the most to me with L.J. Fort Sunday was when he caught Russell Wilson in the open field. Do you understand how hard, if it's you one-on-one with Russell Wilson, do you know how many times a player was one-on-one with Russell Wilson in the open field and missed? That's almost like an 8 out of 10 thing right there. You know what I'm saying? And, it's almost 8 out of 10 you're going to miss this guy. I'm just being real. Russell is mobile as crap. Y'all know this. And L.J. Ford caught him in the open field, man. That was a big play. Because ain't no telling, how far, Russell is dangerous with his legs. People sleep on that part. He is very dangerous with his legs. L.J. Ford caught him in his tracks, man. That was a big play right there for us. Salute to L.J. Ford for another good game, man. I've been getting a lot of mentions and a lot of, inboxes. I got a mailbag question I got to do later on from my man, my guy. And He asking about the linebacker course since we've been having LJ and Josh. Should Peanut be the starter again? I'm going to touch on that later tonight. But shout out to LJ Fort. Shout out to Josh Bynes also, man. Those two guys is playing ball, man. I'm just going down the line with the shout outs on defense right now. Because I'm proud of the effort and the organization of the defense, because we looked organized this time. We didn't look lost and didn't look scrambling and we didn't look just out there bad. We just knew our assignments and went out there and played ball. So shout out to Josh Bynes, man, because he made quite a few plays, man. Seen him make some plays in the backfield. He was reading and reacting. He was reading his keys and getting his run fits, and we was where we needed to be. Everybody did their job. That's the name of the game in football. Be fundamentally sound. Well, I'm going to say in defense. It's football period, but I'm going with defense. Fundamentally sound. Do your job. And wrap up. That's the name of the game on defense. That's all you got to do. Be where you're supposed to be. Be where you're supposed to be. Do your job. Wrap up when you're tackling. And and you won't give up that many points. We gave up 16 points. And didn't give up 300 yards pass. You know, I'm just saying. We ended the streak last week, but we had went 3 weeks straight where we gave up 300 yards passing. So, shout out to, Josh Bynes and LJ Fort, man. These guys, y'all probably don't understand how tough it is to come off the street and just come in ready to play and then play well. I mean, that was ready. Shout out to Eric DaCosta and the scouting team for knowing to go get these guys. Because they knew they was ready and they handled business. Next person I want to shout out is Marlon. For just, being at the right place at the right time and making the play and finishing the game off. I'm talking about, man, for some reason that ball is finding Marlon. I don't know if it's ching-ching time, that's why, but for some reason that ball is steady finding Marlon Humphrey, man. Marlon, he stepped out of bounds and he reestablished himself with 2 feet in and scooped up and scored when Metcalf fumbled that ball. And we end the game that way. 2 defensive touchdowns. When the last time we said that? The Atlanta Falcons game last year. That was the last time we said that. 2 defensive touchdowns. So, game ball to the defense, man. Game ball to the defense. I'm proud. The only thing that I would love to see improvement in on our defense is our pass rush. Y'all know this is an ongoing problem. Jaden Ferguson played a lot better this week too. I want to throw that out there too. He was setting the edge pretty good, and man, that's a man child out there. Did y'all see the play when he set the edge with the offensive lineman body? He grabbed that man and set the edge with his body. With his body. You gotta be strong. But that's why I was saying maybe he need to play a little bit more interior. Because he's bigger than what I thought he was, and he very strong. He's a strong guy. But as far as being quick enough to, set the edge consistently, I don't see that yet. But hey, Bowser set the edge pretty well, and he was doing his job. We just got to get home on them quarterbacks. Which, honestly, I didn't even really want our pass rush to just be, rushing super, super hard on Russell, because that team is trained to those tackles are trained to let you get a jump on them, and then they're going to push you out the way so Russell can, when you playing a guy like Russell, you got to play the lanes. You really playing pass rushing lane. You doing better by keeping him inside the pocket. And that's one thing I wasn't happy with, and that we didn't do well is keeping him inside the pocket. You got to play lanes with a guy like Russell, because them tackles are trained when their whole team, their whole offense is trained on a scrambling drill. They practice it, and they practice it. They're the best team in the NFL with scrambling drills to me. If you look at those tackles, you'll get a little jump on them. They'll just give you a little nudge just so Russell can go behind them and go up. And, the receivers notice that their quarterback scrambling, and they break their route off and get open. Hardest receivers to stop on the scrambling drill, just being real. But that was the only problem I seen out of the defense. I mean, just to be honest, that's the only problem I seen out of the defense. Pass rush, but then containing Russell inside the pocket. And we gotta put that into consideration whenever we play another quarterback that's kind of open, because the Seahawks had the same problem. They ain't contain Lamar inside the pocket. They rushed hard. Jadavian was rushing hard, and Lamar was flying bound. Whole nother gear. Whole nother gear. But anyway, man, that's pretty much my thoughts on the game. One more thing, shout out to the special teams. We had no special team slip-ups, no uh-ohs, no ooh-wees. Wolfpack was solid, like always. And kick coverage was playing pretty good. Punt coverage was playing pretty good. We do need to fix those penalties also. We had 8 penalties. I believe the Seahawks had 2. I don't know, man. I guess the referees really like throwing flags on us. But that's something we got to fix. We have to fix. We had 8 penalties. That's not championship caliber football. We got to play cleaner football. And that's about all I got to say, man. I got a mailbag question I'm finna do soon. Y'all make sure y'all hit me up on Facebook, what's the B word? Y'all hit me up Instagram, what's the B word 52, just like you see on YouTube. Hit me up on Twitter, B word 52. Shout out to my dog Engraven, because Engraven got me on this Twitter thing, and I'm telling you, I'm loving this Twitter thing right now, man, as far as like being in the sports world. So, anyway, y'all hit me up, man. This was the B word. I'm Anthony Addison, man. Flop. I love y'all. Let's just, let's chill and celebrate off this victory until we see the Patriots on Monday night. And we coming hard. And it's going to be in the bank, baby. So, Flop, I'll see y'all next time.